Alright. So those are trapped here. As long as we don't go forward too much, we're fine pulling here. This is a fortress, of course, with a barrel guy, so we have to do the whole dance. Here's Shatterproof? That's a good point. Knights are always Shatterproof. Yeah, he has to die in a pit, there's no other way. And here's Stalwart too, of course, so the only way we get him in a pit is the Valdor. You need an attention command? I don't know if I would enjoy that. You would need it so often. Alright. So we do the dance here. We pull very far back. They have a long reach, so we play this very carefully. Alright, good luck, chat. Let's save the run, or tank it. Here. There's no way they get an angle on me, right? If they have an angle here, they will not push me in the pit. He's the one who actually pulls. He's injured and stuff, but we can replace him easily. At this point he's pretty outdated. He's just a meat boy. And anyone can be a meat boy, really. We stand here just to, like, stand away from stupid rams. Alright, yeah, there we go. Okay. He's not, so, he's not stalwart, so we could jump here. And we could throw him. The problem is, then we would stand here. And if by any chance he comes out here, he can ram me into this pit. Which would be no good. No bueno. So what we do instead is we go with him and ram him here. And we stand here again, which we just saw as a safe tile. This tile is a bait, because whenever he becomes active, he just dies. What we do instead is dance him, I think. Like, actually throw him, not dance him. We could also do this. Yeah, let's bend this. And push him there. That's fine too. But standing here would be wrong, I think. And Chunky Boy has to pull again. Let's not stand here. Here's awkward because the oil will get us. But we need to be able to join the fight, not be cut off by oil. Probably stand here then. We can jump over, hopefully. And he can stand here again. That was fine. If he wants to charge me again like this, I'm up for that. Get him back out a little. Please get Valdor Archer. Archers are banned. No ranged units. This is our challenge. Hang on. Challenge. This is the list of banned things. And the list is getting pretty long. Right. They're not moving. Let's give him one more tile. I don't want to take this tile by tile. Really slowly. There we go. And here's the sketchy one. So he has to die by him. So we have to make this next move carefully. We need him to end up next to a pit, which is hard to do, honestly. So I think our best option is to send someone weak here, or like here, so he goes there, and then we set him up to be over here, to have an angle. Who do we want to stand here? It's someone with the lowest HP, which is... he will take down, so he will have the lowest HP on the team, I think. 1-3. Also him, 1-3. No, he is lower. He is lower now, but he will take down once more, and then he goes below the threshold. So we want him to stand over here, so he goes in a straight line there, ends up here, and we want him to be over there. And we want him away from this edge though, so we use the monk to get him over, and like reposition. We use those two units just to reposition those two where we want them. Yeah. Ouch. Okay, that changes things, because he just blocked him. I didn't expect them all to come, so now we have to reevaluate here. What will he do? Right now he stands here, like he stops here because he's engaged in melee, but he will move, right? So he has freedom to move here. It's just hard to get him next to a tile where we can throw him. Because if we stand like here, for example, he can go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. And usually they go away from the edges if they have a choice. So if there's no compelling reason for him to be here, exactly, then it's hard. I don't see anything here. We can also go forward 1, and he will go 1, 2 and stand here, and we can ram him in there. It's just, well, it's sketchy with the Reaper standing near those edges, to be honest. But he would end up here. He goes in 8, he goes in 5. So we have those 2 moves before him, and this move after him. So the timeline is really good for us here, the turn order. And he goes after. So what we probably have to do is get him here and move him away 1 or like 2, get him into position. Then he goes after him 1, 2 and hits him, and then we go over and ram him, and the Warlord will end up here and block for him. So if we end up in this tile, the Reaper will go forward and bash him in, but with the Warlord here, the Reaper cannot bash anyone or ram anyone because those 2 tiles are occupied and he cannot like ram 2 people. And he also cannot go over and get an angle to ram here because those allies will still be alive. So I think this is what we do. We stand here and let him come forward and hit us once, which will hurt, but we can deal with that. We want him to be in position, so we flip him once here. He's fine here. And he goes before, so he will move. This is fine. He needs to stand somewhere where the all is not an issue, which is hard to find actually. But he also wants to be in range for maybe to like bash in the assassin with a crit, with pushing crits. So it's kind of a balance, huh? Let's do this. This should be okay. This is like a mix of both of them. And he needs to back off. He cannot stand here because he would get bashed in. But he can stand here for now because he will move before him and will ram here and will block here. But he cannot stand here. And this is kind of like oil territory. Whereas we stand somewhere here, he gets screwed by oil because we stand next to each other and it hits multiple targets. So I think the only thing to stand is here. And he goes forward and hits him, and we do this, and he cannot ram us now, only there. I should have thought about the... Nice. I should have thought about the wrong weapon reach more. Maybe I could have come up with a better position for him. But overall it was fine, I think. So what we want to do now is get our monk over here on this spot where he stands so we can throw him in. And hopefully deal with him at some point. Who will walk him? He is like 1 out of reach, so we need someone to dance him and get him closer. Actually we need double dances. Like he needs to go here and get him out, get him here, and then he needs to walk him closer. Then he is 1, 2, 3. We can also do it with this tile, but the one walking in would take all damage. But we would save 1. Do we need him for anything else? He doesn't have a crit anymore, does he? No. That sucks. So he cannot control the assassin here. He has a crit, but it doesn't super matter. So what you can do here is... no, not really. So we can push him back 1. And so if we go with this vampire here, or like here, and we charge him, we push him back because he has a crit stored up and he's not a stalwart. which means he would end up here, and we would break this engagement. So he would probably just stand and hit the vampire then, and the warlord, I think, has an angle here to ram him in once this guy is gone, because this guy will be gone before, right? We just no, he's engaged by the Reaper, of course. What am I talking? So this engagement is broken anyways. We just need to control him, but we don't have really control over him anyways. But we need to move him, right? So we have an angle to ram him in. I don't think you can do that. I think he needs to go here then and block this tile. So we can do like some swapperoo. Yeah, I think this is what needs to happen. So let's get started. First of all, we need to get the monk in position. That's step 1. Where does he want to go? He could charge him, but no, he wants to charge him and push him, right? So he just stands back for now. He doesn't have an objective this turn. He wants his crit back. And we can double dance him, I think. Like this, and still charge him and push him back. Like this, to free up this spot, which we really want. And then he can go here, swap him in. So with the Reaper gone, it's no longer dangerous to stand on this tile. And then it's important to keep this spot occupied, so he doesn't walk forward anymore and hit him. We can slow him down a little, or like stun him even. He hits us, but he stays in this spot. And then we can swap, go back, ram. And he's stunned, and we can like deal with him now. I think we dealt with that pretty well. That's the first wave. Alright, let's go. Is this in range? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is in range. When did I go? Second? Fuck me. I just jumped into a shot. That's almost enough to pop him. I'm an idiot. Oof, that was close. Is he not popped yet? No, he's 19. Alright. That was almost bad. And with almost bad, I mean, this was pretty bad. Get him some vigorous. Alright. Was an excellent play. Hey, thanks.